Of course, a little late, but that's because we've got our randomly set up getting put in order, and we've actually managed to get everybody here. So a round of applause for that. If you ever do miss an episode or are wondering where we're at, we do upload these to YouTube every Friday on the Isle of Gaming banner, just about. We are a little line art one with the red one, I know it's us. Today, I'm your Dungeon Master, Cullum Coleman, and I am joined by Aaron as Gareth the Warlock, Justin as Rockchild the Bard, Gwendolyn as Robin the Wizard, and Caleb as Torren the Cleric. Together, they are the Knaves of Venzor. And, have they had quite a time. We haven't been able to play consistently these past few weeks, and we do apologize for that. However, we do hope to be going a little bit more steadily forward for the time being. Last we left our wonderful Knaves of Venzor in Bedlam Boys. They had sprung their trap upon the mysterious figure on the Islet of Dearth. The Knaves cut it down, but were unable to figure out just exactly what it was, which seemed rather unfortunate to the minds of those who tried, as it really was quite a poor, wretched creature you guys butchered.
Still looks like an old man to me, with like just an old leper.
Yeah, you just went and beat Smeagol to death for no reason.
I beat Smeagol.
Well, Smeagol. I feel like there are reasons, you know.
He was corrupted by the ring.
Still makes him a bad person.
No, he's an unfortunate soul that was corrupted by the evils of Sauron. I will not stand here for this blasphemy.
I don't care what he was. Charging $60 for that game is grounds to be beaten to death.
Yay, we're topical.
Those graphics are atrocious.
Jesus Christ, it's like looking at the 2000, early 2000s Harry Potter game.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
No one
At least that was okay for the time.
No one wants to do that. Anyway, the Knaves constructed a little magical hut and rested amid the large snores of the Cirque Part, which we established can snore. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, we did. We did go a bit into the
kill
deep dive.
I will kill you with your random need for anatomy. Anyway, Rockchild awoke to a clearing of his vision and the realization that Torren really needs to match his socks.
How could you do different colors on a day like this? You need to match your socks' colors. We don't live in that kind of society.
It is personal preference. I save so much time when I do my laundry.
They're not even the same length. I just want to point out, one's like a knee sock and the other one's an ankle sock.
I understand that you lose socks over time and that ones fall apart, but my guy, we need to find you new socks. Let's go shopping.
Should we not just be happy that he's wearing socks?
This man could be raw dogging the earth with his feet.
I mean, you can ground yourself if you want to. I've heard there's a lot of good benefits to doing so.
I will, in fact, be grounding you 6 feet under.
Anyway, we're going to go through the rest of the recap here before I just let these people off the leash and probably destroy society with their commentary.
We live in a society.
Thank you. The next day, the Knaves set out to explore the Islet of Dearth, and there wasn't too much they found, really. They did discover that much of the island appears to be made of highly porous pumice, a volcanic rock, at which point Torren took a tumble down a narrow, bending tunnel, where he landed in a small cave filled with rotting and discarded bones from all manners of creature. When Torren tried to exit the tunnel, the bones animated themselves and wove themselves into various skeletal amalgamations to pursue him.
And Robin, you want to know what the party's response was
Oh.
while you were not there?
Do not interrupt the DM, but I already know you tried to kill Torren.
No, I tried to save him.
In response, Gareth dove headfirst into the pit, blocking Torren's only mean of escaping the monstrosity. Each blow against the creature only caused it to reform into more and more hideously distorted shapes. And Gareth eventually managed to dispel the magic animating the bones only after it had beaten Torren unconscious.
So not intentionally, but...
I tried. I wanted to save him.
The Knaves then extracted Torren from the pit, and Gareth inspected the various rotting and discarded bones inside the inside the small cavern at the bottom of the pit, finding, among other things, a strange ring, a brooch, and an old leather journal. The journal belonged to a smuggler who was hung on the islet of Dearth, and it spoke of a strange phenomenon, the lowering of the tides of Venzor. Except Venzor doesn't have tides. There's no moon, there's no waves, the water is like a mirror. So, according to this journal, every few days, the water level will raise or lower by a certain amount. And he was keeping track of this when he got caught. He also spoke of a cove under the cliffs of Tywarder that appeared to be a meeting point for these smugglers, and of a strange female figure that was spotted standing atop the water shortly before he was caught. Thanks to a now revived Torren, the Knaves matched the description of the figure to that of Maudlin, the ascendant goddess of sea and storms, which prompted Gareth to search for her presence via Eldritch Sight. Not finding her, and instead finding a strange cylindrical shape always on the edge of his vision, Gareth proceeded to attempt to walk into the ocean to find it.
Yeah, that sounds like something he'd do.
As the figure was neither magic nor non-magic, but rather a seeming void of neither. Both Gareth and Torren entered the shallow waters off the edge of the islets in order to get a better view. As soon as they entered the waters, they began to hear a song played by apparently the figure, who always remained just on the edge of Gareth's sight. The waters then began to drain beneath Gareth and Torren, nearly sucking them down into the depths of the sea. Fortunately, they were saved at least in part by Rockchild, pulling, I believe, Torren back and leaving Gareth to his fate.
Hey, I tried to get Gareth too. He's just too heavy.
You calling me fat?
No. I just didn't have the power to get both of you.
So you're weak.
Gareth then made a ritual sacrifice of his boar's tooth necklace to the sea by chucking it in the water, where it was promptly swallowed by a large, brown serpent with a red fin on its head that appeared to detach from the rock of the island. As you are pulled back and sitting down, presumably to take at least a short rest for Torren's sake, we will pick up where we left off, right about there, just on the far side of the island, as a cove has just been revealed by the draining waters. There's a lot more island than there used to be.
I am not young like you all. I need a breather.
I mean, technically you're young compared to Rock.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't make those comparisons. We should let him sit and rest.
Oh, Robin, do you feel better now? Yeah, because your voice. Because your voice, earlier was very strange. So I'm glad you are feeling better now.
Hold on, time out. What did you guys do while I was gone?
Oh, right.
While you were gone, naturally, your characters didn't come out for the fight against either of the creatures.
Yeah.
However, Torren decided to insist that you were riding on his back, giving instructions in what I can only describe. I'm not even going to describe what sort of voice he was doing. There's no word for it.
Oh, I'll
Is
do
that
it
the
now.
thing you Snapchatted me?
Yes.
Did you do
there is-
that on stream?
Yeah,
I thought
100%.
you were mocking me.
No. That was my actual. Yeah.
there is no word in all the in Old Entish or all the tongues of men for this betrayal.
Go watch on YouTube if you do want to check out my terrible Robin impersonation.
Wow. Okay.
Love the plug-in.
Okay. I don't even know how to roleplay that delusion that you had.
He's
It's
old.
okay,
he
you
can
can let him do
move
it
on.
for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we going with that Robin was just on your back this whole time, or are we going with you were just delusionally thinking that Robin was on your back this entire
You can
time?
have it either way. I am not mandating what your character did and did not do.
Are you telling me you're too old for uppies?
Damn.
I'd say please don't kill him, but I've had to put up with this guy for a while.
Torren, I don't know how to react to what you're saying. I was never there. Yeah, you could give me piggyback rides, but that's kind of when I don't want to work.
If she doesn't want uppies, I'll take them.
This hurts. I'm going to take a nap. And Torren's
You
kind of like,
definitely nap. You definitely need to rest. You've been through.
it's
a lot
okay.
there.
I know it hurts my heart. And I'm just going to like lay face down on the ground. Just
Robin is just gonna like pat Torren's head, being like, no, of course, I love it when you give me piggyback rides. It's just, I'm worried about your health here, your mental and your physical health right now.
He
This
isn't
is
lost
how
his
with
mind
everyone else,
yet.
I'm like, what happened? What's going on with him?
Man, I think this hurts him more than when that time of him losing his religion about carrying Mikus.
Yeah, I still don't fully comprehend that, but, you know.
But we've seen like 3 gods now today. What part can't you comprehend?
Let's not put a lot on him. I think he's also had a long day.
You think this is why the gods
Wait,
don't show
Rob.
up? Because they tend to like mentally destroy us mortals?
Probably.
I think we should get Torren drunk stat.
I think it's better that he just rests and recovers his health, not getting plastered. I don't think that would be good for him.
You don't think communing with the gods would help?
I want to whisper it a bit. I'm gonna be like, I'll give you 5 gold if you replace all this alcohol with water.
Nah.
Both of you
I
should
don't
rest.
think I have
Why
enough
don't
water
we
here.
have a short rest? I'll take watch. I'll be out here with Rune and my little ferret servant, and yeah, you'll rest. I'm fine. We'll take charge.
So speaking of Rune,
Yes. Oh wait, he's not here. I sent him off.
Oh, here, I will cast Song of the Rest for our short rest, where I will play music as we are resting.
so just quick reminder: where did Robin send Rune to again?
My notes are not near me at all because I reorganized my room. So I have no idea where they are. I believe I sent Rune to deliver a message to the cat lady.
Oh yes, I remember you wanted to. You had a reply to. Did you write the reply? I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you did write the reply.
No, Robin
I
did.
wrote the reply,
Yeah.
and I had Rune take it.
It's, just going back because was you do. this is
Yeah.
way back, right? This is way back with this is like what, episode 23 or something.
Oh
It,
shit.
it was a while ago after we had that trippy dream sequence. I sent Rune after we got that message in that bird, I think, with half of it being the cat of holding flirting with Rune, I believe, and then I cannot remember her name, but I believe she's a tabaxi. Talking about like what they're going to do in their next plan, and I sent a letter and I sent Rune with it, so that we could coordinate where we need to meet up and what exactly their plan was, so that he could come back and we could actually like fortify our forces against the Blackening in order to hopefully defeat it while also fulfilling our mission.
Yeah, okay. So we'll get more details on that later, but like,
I would also like to investigate my goal while we're during that short rest.
Sure. I just don't. Just quick question. Does anyone have identify on them?
Nope.
Be a first level spell. It's okay if you don't. I know we're like all spellcasters here.
Don't have identify. I have a lot of first level, but I don't have identify.
All right. So Gareth, make an Arcana check. Although for the bowl specifically, you may also use religion. Just given the context of how you found it, pulling it out of the ground after receiving a vision about it.
I get +0 for both of them, so that's okay.
Yay! Useless benevolence.
Will a 12 do anything for me?
You once again look at the bowl. It is described with the elemental rune for water on the inside. Simple construction. Still a decent bowl.
Hey, Robin.
Yes. What do you need?
Want to take a look at this bowl?
Sure. I love artifacts. You
go.
said it is Arcana?
Yeah, Arcana. Yeah.
I
Cool.
tell Robin that I found it after the whole Karamiku's thing.
Okay, yeah, sure. Let me look at it, see if I recognize anything from the books that I read. 21.
21. So, what you are holding, you recognize quite easily, actually. Just to put Gareth to shame. The official term for this is Bowl of Commanding Water Elementals.
Wow.
While this bowl is filled with water, you can use an action to speak the bowl's command word and summon a water elemental, as if you had cast the Conjure Elemental spell. The bowl cannot be used this way again until the next dawn.
So I'm just gonna receive this bowl and go, holy shit! Wow, your god must really like you.
Not a god, she's a archfey.
Okay, regardless, they must really like you. This is it's a bowl of commanding water elementals. Holy shit. So if this is full of water, you can conjure an elemental and command them. Did you just get this? We could have really used that.
I mean, we didn't really have too much time for the rest. I mean, with the whole ambush thing.
You know, that's totally fair. But this is quite the gift to get.
You want to see all the other trinkets I found in the bone pit?
Absolutely.
Okay, I show Robin the ring and the brooch.
Yep. I'll let you roll one more Arcana check just to see how well you work with these, since it's a new presentation.
Okay.
Yep. Uh-oh.
And of course, I get a nat 1.
Well, it's pretty, but is it art?
Ouch, that hurts my soul very deeply. Wow, that is such a cool brooch. Did you also get these from caremakers?
No, I got them in the bone pit.
Okay.
It's
Along
like
with
a
this
great,
cool
good
book.
for you, little Timmy moment.
That's awesome, Gareth. May not be as important as the bow, because you did receive that from an archphase. Yeah. You had time to pilfer the bone pit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was just a curse on it. I dispelled it, and so I had plenty of time to go through the bones.
Right. I think you should rest, buddy. Yeah.
What about this ring?
No, the ring was in the same Arcana check, right?
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It was. I let you do one Arcana check for the group rather than have you like, and the next item, and the next item, and the next item. It was just sort of like you just don't recognize the magic for these, unfortunately.
I'm going to pin the brooch to my tunic. I like it.
You know, I think it really brings out your eyes, Gareth.
He's just gonna smile. And he's gonna go wander off to the edge and then play with the ring and the bowl.
All right,
Should
so
you not be resting? Like, did you not lose health points?
No,
No, they just sacrificed Torren. That's why I said they tried to kill Torren.
I didn't do that on
Training
purpose. I
with
jumped in after him
They
to try
just
and
said.
save him.
But you blocked the exit. That's the issue.
I solved
Are
the
you
issue.
trying to recover spell slots too? You need to rest to do that as well.
Okay, true.
Yeah, like he doesn't have to sleep. He just has to not be doing heavy activity. And staring at the ring of power like Gollum counts as not heavy activity.
Okay.
Can I look at the ring now? Like, can I investigate the ring myself?
Sure. You look at the ring. Do you put the ring on?
No, I just want to look at it and like see if there's like inscriptions maybe on it to like identify it.
I'm gonna have to look up this word because I don't know what it means when it says in it. So, the ring is it's a little gold ring, and it's set with what is called spinel, which is a red.
Oh, what a cool rock.
Yeah, it's a red gem.
Yeah.
It's magnesium aluminum. I like it.
It's really cool. One of the characters from Steven Universe from the movie is based off of that rock spinel, and they're like a great villain. It's a really cool stone.
Yeah. The inscription says 9 were given to the realm of men, who
God!
who above all else desired power.
God damn it!
I'm kidding. You don't read the Black Tongue. Veil. You don't read the tongue. There's no inscription. It's just a simple ring.
Oh, okay.
I'm just teasing you.
Allegedly.
I will also now wear the ring.
Cool.
Yay, we're just gonna have
That
so many
happens
people
now.
in our party possessed.
Got it. That happens. I'm just gonna make a little note over here that you've done this.
I've got I'm gonna have like so many possessions. They're just gonna be fighting over each other, like Rockchild over there.
Hey, Donjon is pretty much non-existent at this point. He's been so corrupted.
You are scarily good at suppressing him. I will admit that. You're absolute shit at suppressing the actual problem of the blackening.
Hey, I can suppress the voices in my head pretty easily.
How many people in our party have actually been like possessed?
2.
Just 2?
So
Okay.
far.
Torren was originally possessed by Donjon, but expelled him. And then Rockchild was possessed by the blackening, and then proceeded to pick up Donjon. The second Torren expelled him and channel it back into his body. Why not break the jar a third time?
Look, in my defense, a lot of them were really interesting memories, and I just assumed that it was one we hadn't seen because it was in a separate.
I like how every single time it has been Rock breaking the jar.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to talk about that.
Oh,
Anyway.
so it's
You
fine.
don't? You don't?
Anyway, character development time. We're just gonna jump over to Rockshop. Just can you please check Discord real quick. Are
yes.
you good with the suggestion there? Yeah,
Oh,
it's gonna take him a little second because he yeah.
interesting.
I remember you asked for something in regards to things that are happening. It was like, I forgot to send you earlier. It's like, oh, I forgot to send this. Is this version good for you? Good with you, or do you want me to, try and grab you a different thing?
Huh. That's an interesting one. Sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, I figured it's a fun thing and fitting for who you're getting this from. Anyway, Rockchild. You feel like you've come to a crossroads, and as your compatriots are reminiscing about all your past failures, you decide to wander off just a little bit. That said, you're trying not to go too far off, but island's not that big, so you don't worry that much about wandering. After about a minute, their voices fade, and you're left alone on the island. That's when you hear a sound, like ice scraping stone.
Hmm.
As you turn to look around, you can see a sort of upright, blockish part of the rock, just ordinary kind of just protrusion. The front part of it begins to almost slide down into the rest of the pumice, revealing on the inside sort of a stone shield. It's circular in nature with little spiral ridges sort of coming out from the central point and forming around kind of little round seashell like, but not necessarily in the design of seashell. It's pretty weird. It ends in like little like spikes on the end, almost like the ridges of a lizard's hide. Just ridges of scales. It is sort of a darkish sandstone, except for the center point, which is a little knob of pearlescent white.
Hmm. Can I walk over and investigate it?
Sure. Roll an investigation check.
Oh, jeez. What do you have in store for me?
Alright, so you're kind of like fiddling around with the rock. I assume you're trying not to directly touch the shield. You're like just trying to inspect the area.
Yeah, basically seeing like, okay, why did this rock fascia just fall and now there's a shield?
Yeah. Well, it didn't fall, like sunk into the ground. Like it went, like the front half went down on an elevator and revealed the back half.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
It's just looking at it, and it's just like, yeah, no, that rock is gone. No, there's just this compartment here.
Alright, well, I guess I just take the shield.
Right. It's made of stone, but it doesn't weigh you down more than a normal shield would.
Huh.
It's, like this is lighter than it should be, even though it's like made of like what looks like to be one solid carved piece of sandstone.
Interesting.
Put it on, it fits fairly well.
And can I look closer at the pearlescent white bit in the front?
Yeah, sure. you see a distorted reflection of your face kind of in the gleam of it.
Hmm.
So it sort of looks at you. Look back. High or low?
Hi.
This is gonna be great, guys.
54. You just.
Yeah. Whew.
You hear a. You taste, let's say, a flash of blue behind your eyes. Don't ask me how that works. It's kind of horrible.
That's so. I can taste the color blue, guys.
Okay, bizarre.
As a familiar, long suppressed voice comes into your head. Well, this is fucked up. Hello, Don John.
What is it?
Oh my god.
Don John's back and he's looking at it, he's like, well, let's just say you either have a very powerful friend or one hell of an enemy. Knowing you, it's probably both. Which shit of theirs did you break this time?
Okay, well, who gave it to me then? And why would they be a friend or an enemy? That's kind of vague.
Well, since I've been in your head, I've gotten to look at a lot of your memories.
Oh no!
I don't feel I need to continue there. But let's just say, you remember the lizard? In the library?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, this might be from her. Might be from the other one. I don't know.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's just say, even back in my day, he wasn't known for paying attention to, well, anything.
Huh.
I'm pretty sure we trapped him for 7 years by giving him a mirror. Don't quote me on that. I was not directly involved in that incident. No one survived.
Oh jeez. Okay, well, interesting. It seems kind of nice. I mean, it weighs it's fairly light for being stone. Like, huh?
Yeah. Don John is going to use Don John's ability since he's now back in your eyes with that roll, because he has the spell. Does he have the spell? I think he does. No, he does not.
What?
Fuck you, Don John. He does not have identify.
Identify.
He can make things disappear, but he can't identify him. He's great. Yeah,
What was that god's name again?
What?
Justin's old character.
Eldris.
Eldris. Okay.
might
The
be him.
moment you said, like a lizard, I was like, no, don't. And then you said pearl white, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yeah. So Don John doesn't quite know what this particular model is, but I believe this is in fact a magical shield. And I'm trying to decide whether it's more insulting to leave it here, or if it is to take it. You should definitely take it. It suits you. As much as he says he can't cast Identify, he knows what this is.
Okay, yeah, I'm not trying to make enemies with any gods or any of the like, so I will accept the gift, but the timing is a little bizarre. And I'll be pondering that question as I walk back to base camp with the new shield in hand.
Oh my god, did John see the whole thing go down with Monolith?
Don John's been here the whole time. He's just been suppressed. Don John is forgotten but never gone.
How did Torren get rid of him?
After he voluntarily left him?
Remember, Torren, he got out of Torren when he made that jump into the dragon skeleton and tried to eat all of you.
Oh, right. I had a question, actually.
Yeah.
I had a question about one of my spells, and I don't know if it would work or if it's a little too much.
Yeah, well, lay it on me.
Tiny hut.
Yeah, what about the tiny hut?
It says I can choose and select specific creatures. Would Donjon qualify as that because I could select who's in it or not?
So unfortunately, Donjon is effectively a status condition on you.
Okay.
The status condition being possessed.
Okay.
So he does not count as a separate entity, even though he exists as a separate entity within your psyche, which allows certain things to happen.
Alrighty.
So he does not count as a separate entity. He does not count towards the 9 creature limit on the thing. Just as Rune does not count towards the 9 creature limit on the thing because Rune is technically a familiar. They technically don't count as full entities for the purposes of defining, carrying creatures, because that would just be horrible to me. Now, if you were to, take a bag of tricks and summon, another 3 turkeys, those 3 turkeys will all count as separate entities.
I miss my bag of tricks. That came in so handy.
I'm sorry, what's a bag of tricks?
You pull animals out of a bag. You roll for the
There are
animals.
3 of them. And as an action, 3 times a day, you can reach in, pull out a triple, and it turns into a random D8 of an animal.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no limit on how many you can spawn. It's just 3 per bag, so you just keep getting more bags.
Those poor animals, though.
They're
They
disposable.
die every day at dawn.
They were disposable.
Don't say that. They had feelings. They felt fear.
They helped us out a lot.
They still have to go through a lot of shit, though.
Hey, remember the horse you had?
Yeah, I do. I'm very mad I don't have Dio right now, okay?
Yeah.
Should send him a package in the next town.
Theodol should come back. I miss him. He's my
Speaking of your animal friends, Robin, as you're sitting there going, Aaron is weirdly upset, or Gareth is weirdly obsessed with that, perfectly mundane brooch and ring that will no way come back to bite us horribly.
Yeah, of course.
You feel a premonition. It's similar to how it feels when you would cast, say, Find Familiar.
Yeah.
Almost as if something is attempting to come to you. Would you like me to roll for this?
Sure, you can roll.
Alright, evens or odds?
Odds. We gotta go with odds.
Oh, there's a lot riding on this dice roll right now.
I hear it.
23.
And me?
It's almost like that, but it's no. You feel as if something tethered to you is trying to yank its way back to you. Which point pops out a familiar-looking, just in the ground next to you, just pops into existence. A familiar-looking, small cat, a white cat with a brown paw and tail.
Okay.
It is Sturge.
Sturge. Oh my gosh. Okay.
He just blips into existence as if he was your familiar.
Robin is gonna go. Hello, Sturge. Am I mistaken? I thought. Okay, I thought Rune was gonna pop up somewhere, but it's you.
Sturge,
What's going on?
Sturge paying you almost no mind. He's gonna stretch out like a cat does. Then he's gonna
course.
arch his back. Fur comes up and bristles. And out of his back pops the head of a bat.
Rune!
Rune in his interdimensional pocket and just, pops back out.
I'm going to immediately scoop him up and give him ear scratches behind his ears.
You take Rune out, you just hear 1,000 things fall in the endless void within these cats. And, you knocked, whatever he was standing on to get out, you knocked it over.
Probably, yeah. But that's okay. I have my bat with me again, and I'm very, very excited. So I'm going to give him do any of you have cats?
I do.
Okay, so when you pick your cat up and you nuzzle your head towards theirs, that is what I'm going to do to
he's clearly not something he's experienced. He's like, what is this?
No. Hold on. This is my animal familiar. I would have done this to them.
You do. Oh, sorry. You do this to Rune. Sorry. Yes.
It's true.
You were talking about cats, and I thought we were still on. I thought you.
No. Not Sturge. Not Sturge. No. I picked up Rune. I gave him scratches behind the ears, and then I nestled our foreheads. No. I am being familiar with my animal familiar.
Familiar with the familiar.
After this is done, as comforting as it is, you notice that Rune has to shoot a look at Sturge that says "shut up." It's Sturge is almost teased, Sturge wants to say something to him.
Yeah. So, ooh, that was a lot of sour in one bite.
Oh, Gwen's killing herself on screen.
I put a lot of lemon heads in my mouth. Because I like the pain column. So I'm going to kind of watch Rune do this, and then I'm gonna be like, so what happened? Tell me how it went. Where we're meeting up? What's going on? Wanting to be comfortable with Rune, but also realizing we have a task to stay on hand, and so I have to stick with him.
So Rune, whatever accent you want for Rune, you may insert here. So Rune, if we can, get out of here and back to what was it called again? It was doing Kameni. Yeah, here and get back to Kameni by the 19th. We should be able to go where we should be able to get going.
Okay.
Yeah. Doing the little math, it gives you a few days to mess with this stuff, but not much.
Okay, so we still have a couple days to fix what's going on here.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it would, the longer you depends on how long you take to, search around here and make your attack or whatever it is you're going to do about this stuff.
Okay.
Depends on, whatever you're planning to do here. You've got a few days left to do it, but time is starting to run out. This is Surge is you're gonna want to hook back up with the company before then. It's best to get there early. The way he says company kind of just feels a little off, like he's trying not to say things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can I do an insight into why he says it like that?
Sure, roll an insight check.
Okay. Please let me be wise. Okay. That's not bad. 15.
All right, so he's Um, you're able to gather that the company may not be what you left. Um, he is, of course, referring, as you know, to the company of fools.
Yes.
Um,
Right,
but
trying to murder the Green Devil.
yeah, something may have gone into uncomfortable spaces there, or decline, or just generally there's wrong going on back on the home front.
Hmm.
Nothing he's comfortable saying, or maybe not even anything he can outright put a finger on if he had one. But
Hmm.
get the feeling things have been slipping in the absence, which is a real shame because the whole reason you met the company and like got involved with them was to keep things going above board and normal. Like that's a
Yeah.
bit of irony there with the solution and the problem.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm gonna keep that in the back of my head. Um. And so we have Torren is resting.
Yeah.
Gareth is obsessing over a ring, and
A bowl.
Rockchild, are you back from your walk?
Yeah, you'll see me like walking up into camp with the new shield with the nice pearlescent white center.
Rock went on a walk and found a thing.
I went on a whole, yeah, on a journey, on an adventure.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna kind of notice all of you guys. I'm gonna assume the short time rest has passed enough to where
Yeah.
I'm gonna wake up Torren.
You guys can give yourselves the benefit of the short rest.
Yeah. I'm gonna wake everyone up and be like, all right, so here's the thing. We need to be in Kameni on the 19th, so we've got like 1 or 2 more days to be able to finish this shit up, and then we are going to have to meet up back with the company if we have any chance of saving this island.
How are we gonna get there fast enough?
We have time to make, if we stay here for like 2 more days, we'll have time to make it back. Even if not, I can conjure up some horses or some flying animals for us to ride to kind of help us with time.
Yeah. So, just so you guys understand the math on this, the 19th is 15 days away.
Yeah.
It's about 2 or 3 days back across the Tywarder. Technically, it's 2 days from the gates of Anderth to the gates of Everness. So that's 5 days, and then it's about 5 days from Everness back into Kameni. So that's 10 days at an optimal route. I.e., no one falls into a hole or gets ambushed by leopards.
I have an idea.
I am not foreshadowing anything.
I have an idea. I know we're gonna get across the water.
That's not really our problem. Please do not conjure a water elemental just for us to travel.
Oh no! I mean, how we get back faster. You can summon the seahorses.
Yeah. I will summon animals if the need arises. However, we first need to finish whatever it is we're doing here in whatever way we think we can in the next 2 days. If we cannot finish anything in the next 2 days, we're gonna have to leave it and we're gonna have to go to Kameni so that we can try and defeat the Black Man.
So we just want to go bust down some necromancer doors now?
Well, I would like a plan before we do that. So if we could come up with a plan right now and then knock down some necromancer doors.
Right. Okay. Can we see the tower from here?
I believe so.
Yeah, you can see it up looming on the cliffs. A little ways so you're facing south, so it would be to your left, a little ways east of where you came down and where the now revealed cove is, at about the place where the boat used to be anchored before you stole it and sunk it.
Caleb?
Yeah, Caleb?
No, this is Torren.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's in character. I thought
Torren.
you were signaling me.
Yes, fearless leader. So, yeah, to Robin, we have lots of information about what the necromancers are doing, who they are giving the bodies to, and information is very good. We can always talk to the...
Oh, is the hot chick still here? Oh,
Bit?
this is
Yeah,
out of character
Bit's still
asking
here.
that. Okay.
I
The
never
lizard-
called
the-
her hot.
no. This is out of character. Me
Oh.
asking
Yeah.
that.
No, I say that in character. I just
the-
I pause. I never called her hot.
Yeah.
The Targaryen-haired Yuan-Ti lizard person just looks at you.
Stop making her so hot. God.
Okay, Colin, this wouldn't be a problem if you didn't stop putting like hot goth adjacent characters in here.
God. Torren
Oh my god,
has a
this
type.
is literally the default art for Yuan-Ti purebloods.
We know what we're about.
Okay, so they are
Targaryens
by
and
default
Yantis.
hot. I'm just saying.
Love Targaryens, love Yantis, love those pure bloods.
Yantis
Anyway,
are just defaultingly hot.
right?
And Caleb says he's not a scaly.
No, I like
Well,
incest.
Gwen's being a little sus
Anyway.
about it.
Anyway.
Wait, no, I thought the person that was the that was working for. Why are words so hard?
You want the yeah, you're making it, it's infectious. The Aparta person, Nezra,
Yeah,
the criminally insane, the dwarf.
Yeah.
No. The person who helped us set up the trap on the island.
That is Bit. That is the lizard lady. She is currently pictured right
So,
here.
Bit
Okay, hold on.
works for the propaganda master
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the island.
Yeah, she works for Kovac Gint, one of the members of the Council of Eight, which, as Torren would have informed everyone, is the highest level of government on this island, effectively, short of a
Gint
lord chancellor.
Gint works closely with Ailish.
Yeah, she works alongside Mortimer Ailish as well.
She does not. Her boss is not a fan of Ailish. We now have information that one says that the necromancers are doing what they're doing here and giving extra bodies and weird shit to the Ailishes. So, what Torren is proposing is one. We obviously Bit's tentatively on our side. The enemy of our enemy is my friend. Also, let's go to the crazy dwarf lady, give her all this information, and be like, hey, we got someone else on our side. You don't like this shit. Let's get a bunch of reinforcements and fuck some shit up. Is essentially what Torren is saying. That's my plan. My plan is we got her, we got Bit, let's go to the dwarf lady and say, well, we're going to fuck some shit up with the necromancers because she's got beef with the necromancers. Let's do this all together. We all mutually want this. That's my plan. Or that's Torren's plan.
Okay.
Ooh, I might be able to call in reinforcements from the Black Chain.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
What
because you
do
made
you
friends with
say?
Corporal Rausk after, you were the only one to go back to save him.
I will send word that Paul Woodman requests his aid. We'll add to the legend as Paul Woodman helps defeat the Muwada.
Paul goes out for Paul Woodman.
No. It's 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 the scene from Return of the King. Aragorn running up the steps as the beacon is lit. The beacon is lit. The beacon is lit. Paul Woodman calls for aid.
Aren't we all just a little bit of Paul Woodman?
The Black Chain shall answer.
I turn to Bit. Does this sound like a good plan?
Oh my god, we're gonna have our Avengers moment, aren't we? Knaves! Dun, 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 dun. Assemble.
Yeah.
Bit, does this sound like a good plan?
Geez, sorry. I'm sorry. I was having a little bit of screen problem there. I'm back now. I hope that didn't interrupt anything on the stream. But she kind of just looks at you and goes, "A lot of strange allies you have." She's just looking. She's just looking at you. She's like, you have listed off so far as your friends. The Black Chain, law, basically a outsourced military company, out here in the law and order in the lawless land, and one of the five most wanted people on the entire island.
Listen, allies are allies, okay? We need to get them where we can. We cannot be too picky, but I do think that's a great plan for a high five, and I'm gonna jump up to high five you.
Hey,
And don't
yes,
forget,
we are all allies.
also,
It is
like,
Ally Month.
Alright, so your plan right now is you want to send word to both Mesra and Corporal Rousk that the time to assault the tower is now, right?
Yes.
Yes. How are you getting that information from this little islet to both groups?
Ooh, do I have?
Can I conjure some ravens to send them that way?
You're doing like conjure animals, right?
Yeah.
So that spell will only last for 1 hour.
How long is it gonna take them to fly over
Well,
the island into the gates?
Well, you walked for 2 of the 3 days across the Tyward Earth after you met with Mesra and her hidey hole.
Okay.
And the Black Chain is presumably a few hours away, at least by foot. I am going to do some things for aeronautics. I will say you could probably attach a letter to the Raven and have it get to the gates of the Black Chain before the spell runs out.
Okay.
I will rule for
Can I
that.
pick the fastest bird? Oh wait. If I pick like a really fast animal, do you think they could like make it in under an hour?
I will say you can. I can say you can if you attach a like written message to a animal, to a bird. You can have it get to the Black Chain just
Okay.
before it gets to the base. But like it's gonna be like, hey, what's that bird doing? It like lands in front of them, then poofs out of existence, and there's just a letter on the ground.
You know what? All right, I'll do that for.
Yeah, unfortunately, these places are a little spread out here. This is its own region for a reason.
Fair. So, like, if I conjured, like, a cheetah, it wouldn't make it in that time.
It has to get off
You
the
got
road.
across the water and up the cliff. Certainly
That's
not that. Certainly not with those obstacles in the way. Not even talking about how the cheetahs are notorious sprinters, only able to achieve their 60-mile-per-hour speed for a few seconds at a time.
Well, yeah. Okay, what if I did, like,
Can you not send Rune to the other place?
Well, he just got back. I don't want to lose him again.
He's gonna come right back.
Well, I don't trust the insane dwarf.
You gotta trust him enough to, not stab us in the back in the middle of a fight.
I can do that when they're, like, a common goal. I'm not gonna do that with my animal familiar. Alright. What if we did... Son of a bitch. Alright. Well, I will... Okay, so I'm gonna send 2 letters with the raven. One is saying that the time is now. The second one is deliver this message to the insane dwarf, obviously with their real name. I just can't remember it at the moment.
Got it.
So that they can send someone else where they are out to go get them and rope them in.
Your plan is to send the Black Chain after Mesra the criminally insane.
I'm saying they should
Got
send a third party or someone more neutral to do that. Well, I don't. What's your guys' options? I can't send a bird all the way there.
Just send Rune.
I'm not sending my familiar. I am not going to leave.
He will be
Can't we?
fine.
What if we? So, the issue of being like on the little tiny island, can't we just like roam to the mainland and then do what you want to do with your ravens or your?
This is a good point. How are you guys getting off this island? Because you smashed the boat.
Swimming.
I have an element.
Seahorses, I assume.
Swimming in eel-infested waters.
Yay.
Fuck.
Fine. First, I will conjure us up some seahorses so that we can get from the island back to where we need to be.
All right. All right, and I presume you take it to the cove where the boat used to be.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, easy enough to do. You guys get off the island of the island of Dearth. I'm not going to change the screens just yet, just because it's there's not really a point in doing that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, fair enough. That is one casting of Conjure Animals. I will allow you to get out of here unimpeached.
Thank you.
Can I get though?
A perception.
I will insight with advantage from Robin.
Okay. Yeah, I've been worried about this cove ever since you brought it up.
You can roll again because it's with advantage.
Yeah. I just had to go change the advantage thing for it.
Yeah.
That's history. Okay.
So I'm going to take these 2 rolls.
21.
21. You feel... how should I say this? Rune is back. Right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great. Isn't it? Just great. So it doesn't feel like he's back. And for most of the trip over, you can't quite put your finger on why. And it's because instead of like feeling his weight on your staff or, on your shoulder or something, he's perched atop Sturge's head. Yeah, I was rolling for a lot of things with that 23.
I see.
I don't know how you feel about that, but you feel something.
Well, I guess good for them.
Uh-oh. Sturge is going to disappear one day.
But I don't want him to take my familiar with me. This is the last family member I have.
Mm-hmm.
It's like losing a father all over again. And a little brother at the same time.
Yep.
That's a weird combination.
Yep.
Listen, family dynamics are hard, especially survivors of genocide at a young age.
Yep. And remember, acquiring a potential romantic partner is the same as abandoning everyone you ever knew.
Exactly.
I mean, I've seen that happen before a few times.
Listen,
Stop being real, Aaron.
Listen, they call it fantasy, but we live out our lives in this too.
Yeah, you do not need to hit home for me right there. Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't like that. I want the comforting weight of Rune on Robin's shoulder. Okay, well, I think Robin's gonna notice that and feel some type of way. And then Robin's just going to lean their staff over to Rune has been like, get on my staff, like come to me, and you can roll for whether he does that or not.
All right. You know what? It's been a while since I played quadrants. Pick a number from 1 to 4.
3.
All right, your numbers are 50 to 75
Alrighty.
for a designated 1 in 4 outcome. So, you chose whether or not he would ignore you.
Yes.
He rolled a 96.
Oh,
So, despite the fact that his fluffy ride at this point has just sort of got its ears pressed down under his wings and is just, got its eyes closed, just happily, just swaying a little bit with the, seahorse ride over. He does, see the staff and climb back on.
Yay!
I got you to choose the range of failure. 50 to 75 was he was going to ignore you in favor of his new friend.
You evil man. I'm so glad I failed that.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. All right. And then do I need to do a perception check for this cove?
Yeah, you should do a perception check to look around the cove. I presume you also want to send off the ravens at about this time as well?
Yes.
All right, so we'll send off the ravens. That's going to be concentration, so keep that in mind.
Yeah.
All right, so that'll just be a 12. That'll be the first number. You look
Yeah, I
around.
forgot to take advantage off.
Yeah, no, it's all good. You look around, and I actually get to finally use this map for its intended purpose.
Yay!
You come around, and you find, as I am going to go into reveal areas, polygon reveal, you find that the cove kind of leads down. I'm just going to do some group text bullshit here. Do you guys see the new chart that has appeared? Should be right about here. Why can't I move? What is happening? Curse you.
wait, this little cove outlet right here?
Yeah, this little outlet over here on the side of the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys can now see. From here, and as with your 12, as I'm going to continue to attempt to reveal things, you can kind of see that like the cove has a little thing that sort of leads down, like you're coming from up here, like this is outside. Outside about where you are. Just see it coming down, descends a little bit into the rock.
Okay.
And you can't see too much with your 12, but you can see that it opens up right about here. You're just sort of standing at the entrance.
Okay. Interesting. So I'm going to I'm going to send off the ravens. Seeing how far they can get. Unless anyone has a better idea about how to notify the two people. Not sending Rune.
Well, as you're having the argument about not sending Rune, Bit's gonna look at Sturge and just goes, "Cat, can you do that thing you did to get here to somewhere else?" Sturge is gonna look around for a cat before realizing it's him.
Sorry, Sturge. I think she was talking to you.
Looks up at her, just goes, "Lend me again. What's the cat?" So this bitch just looking at us like, "It's what you are." I like Guardians way too much. It's just kind of stare at each other, and he thinks about it for a minute, and he just goes, maybe. He just looks at you guys.
Do you think you could do that for us and then be back quite quickly?
What if we give you some nice cheese? Would that incentivize you to go fast?
Can cats have cheese?
Yes.
So they are lactose intolerant, but they like cheese.
So we should give them a piece of salami then.
No, it'll just be gassy on the trip. We'll be fine.
Little piece of salami. Cats can have a little salami.
We could give you some scritches.
He's thinking of. He's thinking about it. You know, he's just looking at you like, you know, I don't. Is this how deals work? I don't know. I'm.
Oh, do you want? Oh, you are.
He's thinking.
Oh,
Holding. Yeah.
we
Yeah,
are
he's-
customers. We are customers.
He's trying
Would
to
you
figure out
like-
how deals. Like, I don't. This is how
Would you
deals
like
work.
money?
To be fair, if it's really good salami, I'll do it. I can do a lot of things.
I'll take 2 gold coins out.
We like things.
We like things.
I mean, things.
Things.
Would you
They
like a
always
nice
tell me I'm
bread?
supposed to get things. I never get right things. I'm supposed to get things.
Things or emotions.
No, we're not going down that route again, Justin.
Not me.
What if I give you a candle?
A candle.
I have a candle.
Are you saying candle or Kindle? Because I don't think one of those
The
is
first.
canon.
The first. Candle.
You give him a Kindle. He's like, I'm more of a Nook person.
Oh god.
Damn Gen Z and their electric books. I like a nice.
So sure, he's gonna
hard
take the candle
cover
from you.
Oh, this is good deal.
And you want him to deliver which message? The message to Mesra?
Mhm.
Alright, yeah, sure. So he's gonna you know, you put the candle in the cat. He's gonna shake up his shoulders a little bit. It's takes him a minute or two to find the right thing. He's got like a, I'm gonna say a little orb, because I like orbs. And he's going to sort of pop the orb out, bonk it on the head, and they both disappear.
I miss Professor Orb.
Help! I'm still imprisoned.
No, Professor Orb!
No, he was your best friend for so long, and he died.
I know, it was so tragic! Why do you keep trying to kill and imprison all of my friends I make in DVD?
I don't know.
D&D, all of
I
All
don't know.
right.
Why are you the giant lizard? Circa party over here. But yeah, you guys
So-
have the entrance laid before you. What would you like to do?
Okay, before we go, I would like to give us blessings and boons from my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Do they include salami?
No, but it does include, it includes bonuses to when we fight. And I know that you, yes, for you, Gareth, and you, Rock, I think you would benefit from this very well. So, are you both willing to gain the boons?
I consent to your blessing.
You consent to my blessing. And you, Gareth?
This tower of necromancy is better on some salami. But yes.
Okay. Yes, alright. So, let's hold hands.
Can we go to my
Let's just
place
hold
first?
Yes, we're going to
Well-
pray to my god. This is how magic works for me.
This is moving a little too fast. I don't think I'm ready for this kind of commitment.
Oh, speaking of gods, Torren, when we're done with this blessing, I had a question for you.
Okay, you can save the questions for later. And because nobody objects, I will continue to pray and cast my spell. Because you are so willing to do this, I cast...
Oh god. Let's take an hour to do this. So I'm doing this for an hour, because...
That's
So
fine.
That will give Robin the message time to get there.
Okay, so while we're waiting for the message, an hour goes by, I'm praying, I'm doing stuff, and... Congratulations, you guys both were willing. You guys now have a +2 AC for the next 7 days while you are within 30 feet of each other.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. What?
A +2 temporarily.
You two get a +2 AC for the next 7 days while you are within 30 feet of each other.
So, Caleb, it's funny you mentioned that because after Torren blesses me, I want to show him my new shield and ask him what he knows about the gods of this world.
I would assume he knows a lot.
Kind of why I'm asking Gareth, yeah.
Yeah. Torren, you may roll a religion check.
Roll a religion check. Okay. No one caught my little spell when I did. That's great. All right, religion check.
Why do I have to be within 30 feet of him?
I put the spell. It's at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Column, that works really well for me, doesn't it?
I'm not going to be the one who says it.
Congratulations! You know, I think even Gareth has a ring.
15.
I want a divorce.
15. So, and this is a religion check to understand the shield, correct?
Yeah.
Using my mind. All right, with a 15, so you know that white, particularly pearlescent white, is the symbol of is sort of a not so much a symbol as it is like a what's the word? Shall we say revered material with regards to one god of the Ascended Nine in particular. Of them all, he is how do I say this nicely? The most loathsome, the most despicable, the least responsible, the arrogant, irreverent, dragonborn god, Eldris, god of winter and chaos. And it's fitting that, kind of got like Godzilla scales going around the edge of this shield. This seems to be of at least partial Eldrian make. There's some touches to it, namely the lighter heft that catch your eye as being, Eldritch usually wouldn't put this much thought into, say, a creature comfort or the practicality of an object. But for the most part, it checks out as being Eldrian. I will say with the 15, you are able to identify it as a pariah's shield, to which Rockchild appears to be attuned. Yeah. When you have at least 2 allies within 5 feet of you, you get +1 to your AC abilities. And he loves to cast Thunderclap.
This is a shield crafted in the image of the god of winter and chaos, Eldris. Yes, if 2 allies are within a certain amount of space, you are harder to hit.
Oh, and on top of the blessing you just gave me, and Torren.
It's a very low-key wedding, but I will be sure to get you 2 a gift.
We got Torren, would you mind stepping over here with me for a moment?
Yes.
You move in like the 15 feet of space in this cove. As none of you have gone in, the entrance.
We will go there in just a moment. Yes.
So, kind of weird timing, and I'm not really sure what to think. You know how I've been trying to get in touch with a god, and I tried praying to Kiramikus?
Yes.
Well, I'm starting to think a different god might be answering those calls.
Oh no.
Ooh, your mic is being weird.
Oh, is it?
He was
I think he was
lagging
just
horribly.
horrifying. But you're good now.
Okay. I think a different god is answering my prayers.
Okay. And which god is that?
I'll kind of point down to the white and go, well, not quite him. One of the lesser, not lesser gods. How do you keep phrasing it, Cullum?
Sainted.
The sainted god.
Yeah.
The sainted god Meritites. She appeared before me when we were in the library. And well, also kind of bizarre timing is yeah, earlier in the day my color came back. And then the shield showed up.
Torren, you're very much aware of the color coming back.
Yes. I have never had that problem. I don't see color. But no, this is good. A man of faith. Very good. In good direction. There's a lot of things in your life that is happening. So it can be stressful. Your husband, the new god, fighting necromancers.
Wait, what was the first part there?
I got this insinuates that Rock's the wife.
Yeah.
You're both husbands. It's
Yeah.
okay.
It's
I
Listen,
you
I'm gonna say right here, because we're doing random lore drops, Meritites would definitely approve of this relationship. She is in fact a lesbian.
Yes. Well,
Ah.
I'm not just saying that because it's Pride Month. No, I know the sexualities of all these people.
You know, I hope Meritites is also like the sainted god of pride or of the.
there's a lot to be proud of.
Would be like the sainted god of lesbians. 'Cause
Yeah.
one god of pride in general would be a little weird.
No, the god of pride, but it's always the wrong kind of pride. So at one point, arrogance, and the next point it's lions, and then it's
Yeah.
See this plant?
and it's
I watered it. I grew it. I'm so proud of it.
Is that
But-
proof of your bisexuality?
Yeah.
But-
Does that mean I gotta grow
Caleb
a
discovered
plant now?
grass.
So-
I've rarely touched it, but now that it's right next to my computer, it's fine.
So Torren,
Is
what
it behind you?
Torren, what do I do here?
Behind you.
No, he means like in the corner of your room.
turn around.
Every
and
now.
then.
It does kind of look like an upscale prison cell. Not gonna lie.
I feel like those walls are actually cardboard, and then you knock it down, and they're CIA agents.
No, it looks like the Finnish prisons that are basically like one-bedroom apartments.
Guys,
The wall he cleared used to have his conspiracy theory board, but anyway.
stop making fun of my girlfriend's basement.
She should really do some interior decorating.
Her
I, for one, love
wall-
it. I mean, you should always put your boyfriends in a really nice prison.
The walls come down, they're all just
It's
different
for
gyms,
their
right?
safety.
Yeah, are you trapped against your will? Please blink twice if
Hold
so.
on, does he have an ankle monitor?
We are live in TNT, guys.
So Torren, what do I do here? I'm starting to think that the gods are becoming involved or becoming interested.
I know.
I know.
After we heavily implied for like an entire episode and a half that the gods had a meeting about what to do with you people.
Not to bring on the other encounter we just had.
This is also like one of the first like connections, though, Cullum. To be fair.
Yeah, I know. I think I'm just
All I can say is that serving a god is a lot of work. It's not always fun, but I have found a lot of solace, a lot of comfort in serving my god. And I think if you give it a chance, you can find some peace.
And then, Cullum, I just sent you a message on Discord if you wouldn't mind responding to that real quick. Because that would.
Well, you two are having this conversation. I would like for Robin and Gareth to be talking as Robin congratulates him on his wedding and decides to try and make him a new fashionable outfit with the netting that they have. so that Gareth can look really nice on his first day as a newlywed with some cute battle armor.
The stockings will look really good.
So, I'm gonna say, just for fun thing, because I saw that, I'm like, you're right,
Fishing net,
you do,
so I-
you're right, you do need that, right? And just for the fellow that, you notice now that the pearlescent orb on the front of the shield unscrews.
That good old kobold engineering.
Yeah. It's you notice there's an inscription on the underside, made in Bog of Frog.
Oh no!
It's up how he has to get into the ocean.
That mother.
Bro, those of you who don't know what's going on, it's okay. Eventually, they will all have to tell you what the hell I'm referencing.
I love it so much.
I would have killed.
Right.
I would have killed them on sight.
Years and years ago, for help on this.
That fucking frog.
So many old campaign references. I apologize.
So,
I'm
She
not sorry.
deserves happiness. I know you don't like it, but she does.
look, Katarina deserves the world. I just wish she wouldn't pick the scum of the earth.
Not the scum of the earth. It is
And it's
mucus.
pond scum, thank you very much.
It is mucus, not slime or scum.
So I do, like, as I'm sitting there talking to Torren, I'll kind of turn my back to the party and I'll unscrew the edge of the symbol and go, I have taken the faith.
Presents you his Dragon Ball.
Do 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 do.
But yeah, I would, as Robin, like to make a fashionable shawl or cape with the netting. You know how it can be like a sash that a warrior has, so that Gareth looks pretty for his husband.
Fishnet bodysuit is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
It's not a.
I have two
You make it
versions.
sound so weird.
I will
It's
send
sexual.
it.
It's not.
There's a version of this where it's
I
not
want it.
weird.
Give it to me.
Huh? What'd you say?
Give it to me.
He wants it. Sure, it happens.
Yes.
It
I
happens.
made it. He looks beautiful now. And I'm gonna I'm gonna take some flowers and other things from my general wizards components kits and just put it around him so that he smells really nice and be like, okay, you've got this, yeah.
I'm a little concerned about the age difference. He is 3,000 years older than me.
We can do counseling if you really need to, but he's so immature. I think it'll balance out.
To be honest, I'm hoping he dies and I can collect the insurance money.
You know what? I respect the game system.
Also, tell me I'm
My
pretty.
shares in the Witchlight Carnival have been around since the carnival was founded.
Oh, have I really? That's interesting.
Behind the scenes, guys, the only reason I did that was because I realized I only had one spell left for second level spells. 2, it's really funny. And 3, now only Torren has a chance with Bit.
You don't know.
I'm playing 3D chess.
Bit, by the way, is just mortified at their life choices at the moment. Namely that she's stuck here dealing with these idiots chattering outside the cave. You know,
Sorry, Bit, it was a very emotional moment.
Hey, Bit, do you want to be my maid of honor?
No.
Wedding already happened, honey.
Do you want to give the newlyweds a gift?
A gift, alright. She's got 30 knives.
You have so many. Honestly, I love knives. This is actually, that one looks dwarven made, and that's a nice elvish. Alright, do we want to go into the game?
I think exploring the cave might be an interesting avenue, especially with the changing of the quote-unquote tides of the sea level, and the fact that that is where the boat across and get down, we should probably have some time either as a way into where the necromancers are, or as a possible avenue for the escape routes or something like that.
I would also like to inform Rock that he will have to provide my patron with a nice dowry.
Go fish.
The dowry is a real thing. I am making it a real thing.
It should be really nice for your.
Fey dowry. Unfortunately, Fey dowries work both ways, as many Fey are androgynous, non-binary, or gender fluid, and thus both parties must commit some sort of monetary gift in exchange.
Oh no, I'm the bride in this situation. I'm the one looking hot as fuck.
Normally,
You
the
asked for Fey
bride
customs, I'm
gets
giving you
dowry.
Fey customs.
No, this is the dowry has to be given to the wife, to the wife's patron.
Usually, in most circumstances, it's the wife's family who pays
No,
the
I guess
dowry.
It's not dowry. That's a bride price that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A
Okay,
bride price-
I will take my dowry, though. You will pay me if you're the bride in this situation.
Oh,
All right.
no.
Guys,
I-
I think
You're paying a bride
we should
price?
squabble out, everything with your marriage after we fight the.
I want a
necromancers.
divorce.
No, not until after we defeat the necromancers.
I'm gonna grab him by the collar and be like, "You do this for the long haul, bud."
Robin's
Don't-
gonna go
I
next
don't-
next to Torren and be like, you know what, maybe partying with a married couple not the best idea.
Leave it on the couch tonight.
I'm sleeping in my own night place.
Bit before we before we go into
Alright,
the tavern. Here is a candle. Take this. It's dangerous.
She looks at you and goes, "I see in the dark." And you know what? She's gonna be the first one because she's done with this.
Yeah,
Wait for me.
I'm gonna look to Gareth and be like, you should put on your Eldritch Sight now, just in case, there are any, magical traps. And then I'm gonna run after Torren, because he's gonna make a fool of himself, flirting with Finn.
As you enter
Wanna
the
form a
cavern,
molecule with a bit? I like a rock. I like a rock. We can form a molecule.
I don't want to be in this marriage, 1, and 2, I'm a religious man now.
that's easy. Call
I'll
the
make you
lavender
see
marriage.
God.
Are you taking a vow of celibacy?
I didn't say that much.
Oh, well,
But in terms of my conversation with Gareth, it's heavily implied.
Anyway, this further area is revealed as Bit will take the lead down,
Okay.
and Gwendolyn, you should be able to control the Serpapard. We can move him around.
Yes.
Leave your
I'm
name
coming
back
in
on.
with my animal reinforcements, and then Rune is going to be right next to me on my staff.
I equip the Eldritch Sight and I go down too.
Alright, cool. How far out does do you guys have dark vision too?
Yeah.
Mine's 60 feet.
Alright, cool.
Say I have dark vision, so that should be fine.
Alright, so I'm gonna do an
I'm gonna
approximate
stumble
60
close
feet, so
and
about 12 squares. Going on reveal.
I
Yes.
stumble in blindly.
I cannot see with anybody. Can anyone hold my hand?
I'll hold your hand.
I'll hold the other one too.
And I got you, and I hold your hand.
This is why you're my favorite.
Yay, I'm your favorite.
Alright, so you are able to reveal approximately this area as you come down. It is wet. The stones are slick and mossy. It is completely dark unless someone would like to light anything.
I can do that.
Um,
Yep, prestidigitation.
Alright, yeah, you light up presentation and everyone can see. This is about what you see. You see a couple of rotting, waterlogged wooden boards that form several bridges over a shallow channel of water that still runs under this part of the what is the word here? Cliff of Tyward Earth. And the ground is kind of strewn with a little bit of just general debris left behind from flooding. Many of it is tangled in the now flattened moss, which you notice in many places exceeds ankle deep. What would you all like to do? You appear, for the moment, to be alone.
So is this freshwater or saltwater flowing?
You would have to approach it to check.
I will investigate the water.
Alright, you go up to the water. Please move your character to about where on the water you do, and then roll me a nature check.
Ooh, 8 plus 3, that's not. 11.
11. Fortunately, you know what water tastes like. You spit this out. It is not as salty as, say, the seawater outside, but it is still remains brackish. Interestingly, although you can tell there is a clear flow to the water, given just by, how there is no, pond scum, flies nest, anything. Just given how the water is, you can tell it's moving, but it's moving very slowly. So much so as it doesn't appear to break like that apparent perfect still reflection of the water.
Like there's an
Water
undercurrent, maybe?
Yeah, there's an undercurrent, but like the surface looks glossy smooth. With an 11, you can't tell how deep it is, but you gather it probably goes down a little ways.
Do I see which way the water's moving?
Yeah, it's kind of got a little bit of an eddy, but it appears to be moving. If I can get my little pointer out, appears to be moving. So you see this little, it's moving like kind of along that.
Okay.
This is sort of where it primarily seems to be flowing to. It's kind of weird. This little like T-junction you got going on. As you are, kneeling down in the water, I presume you try to get up.
Yeah, I was gonna walk back.
You experience some difficulties there. Please make for me a strength saving throw.
Ooh, okay.
Oh no, is it the blackening water?
I just had my other... Oh, no, wait, there it is. Is a total of 16.
Alright. You stand up, and as you do, you feel the moss and algae and other things of this cavern wrap around your knees and try to pull you in. But you wrench yourself out of it just barely. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative because Aaron has stood on a kelpie.
Oh, God damn it!
Yep. Ooh, 2 12s there. 13 for you.
Axana's is 2, I believe. I believe hers is a straight. Hers is a 4, and then I'll get to Rune's.
Alright, so we have...
Rune's is a 15.
Yeah. So Rune is a familiar, so Rune would act on your turn.
Oh, okay.
They act immediately after you on your turn.
Okay.
So it's
Then
gonna
they're
go...
in the...
So it's gonna go bit, then Gareth. Then we got a very fun three-way tie with Rock, then the Kelpie, then Robin, then Torren. And then, of course, the Serpapard is at the bottom. Kelpie is got this many hit points. Okay. Get some new cards soon. All right. So with that, Bit is going to go first. Bit is going to start off with. Ooh, gosh, that might be a quick end to the encounter. Yep. Bit is going to start off by casting Suggestion at the creature. He's going to tell it to swim away. It's going to try and make a... it's going to have to make, what is this, a wisdom save, I believe? Yes. Force the Kelpie to make a wisdom save. Because I think that'd be hilarious. Yep. It knows common, so she can tell it to swim away. Almost a nat 1. It turned and it rolled over to a 13 for a total of 14. The Kelpie unfortunately saves. It does not have to obey her commands. Next up is Gareth. Gareth, you just pulled away from this thing. What would you like to do?
You said it speaks common.
It can understand common.
It can understand common.
Yep. Which is why Suggestion worked. Or almost works.
Okay, so I'm right next to it?
Yeah, you're right next to it. You're practically standing in it, but like when you pulled away, it like it separated into the other, to the other square.
Well, I'll go ahead and activate my... How did it go? Oh, there it is. My indications. I will use my Cloak of Flies.
Oh, yay. What does Cloak of Flies do?
Oh, I believe, if I remember correctly, it's a creature within 5 feet of me takes a certain amount of poison damage.
Yeah. Advantage on Intimidation. Any creature that starts its turn in the area takes poison damage equal to your Charisma modifier.
Yeah, so it will be 4 if it starts its turn there.
Alright, cool. You staying where you are?
Yeah, but I'm gonna smack it.
Alright, roll the hit.
Give him a good old smack. Will a 14 hit?
A 14 does just hit. Alright.
Gonna hit him for 5 points of damage.
Alright. Alright, you do 5 points of damage to that Kelpie. That ends your turn, right?
Yep.
Alright, Rockchild, you're up. A Kelpie just tried to drown your friend.
Your now husband.
Okay. I will walk over to it.
I will say it would be
You'll walk.
I would say it will be cheaper than a divorce to just,
Can I just push Gareth back into the water?
You guys got married so that you would be stronger in this battle.
Does a 24 hit?
Yep, that hits.
And that's actually with advantage too, right? Because, or no, because it needs to be fully flanking.
No, you're not flanking. You'd have to swim into the water.
How does a 10 feel?
Yeah, 10 hurts it. Fortunately, it is made of kelp, and like you're like cutting it up, and it's like just, you know, fucking little thing.
Bastardo.
Oh,
What?
you notice, I believe, because your damage type is piercing. It doesn't hurt it as much as you think it would.
Nar?
Oh, nar.
Or nar?
Piercing.
Huh.
Yeah. You're basically trying to stab a tangela to death. Those things are just balls of weeds.
Alright. Well, that is my turn.
And that's your turn. Kelpie's turn. Kelpie takes 4 points of poison damage, right?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Kelpie is going to make 2 slam attacks into you, Aaron. So, first slam attack is going to, I presume, miss, as the Kelpie rolled an 11.
Yep.
Second slam attack is a 23 to hit.
Damn.
Yeah. Alright. You take... $11 points of piercing damage and are now grappled by the Kelpie.
I would like to use my spell,
Which spell is that?
Hellish Rebuke.
Yes, you may.
Cool.
Let's do this.
Okay, so first let me do the damage real quick.
Yeah.
34. Yep. Creature. So it has to make a saving throw, a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's good for it. Is a 16 enough?
Ooh, yeah, just barely. So it's only gonna take half damage.
Alright.
So turn that to 1.
Alright, and Hellish Rebuke is fire damage, correct?
Yes, and more dice. Fuck it, I'll just roll them on here. It's because that is first, second, and third, so 4d10.
Alright, yep, roll 4d10. And then we'll work to... Alright, so 16, he takes half for 8. Right?
Yep.
He in fact only takes 4 as he resists the fire. He is a wet boy. He is completely sopping wet. These fuckers really don't take too much from fire, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. That'll be the Kelpie's turn. Next up on our initiative list, we have Robin, and I just realized the music apparently cut out when we started, so none of it's been playing, unfortunately. How unfortunate. Don't worry, I have some wonderful death music for us all here. Let's do, you know what? Let's do this one. Matter, what is Robin do?
So Robin is going to use their face step teleport next to the creature in front of it for the tankard of basically use the tankard of arson. I'm going to use the alcohol to pour it on them and then light it up with produce flame.
Sure, I'll allow that. So let's see. So that is basically the same, I believe, as where is the button? was running alchemist fire on it, so yeah, it's going to take 1d4 fire damage on the start of each of its turns.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll the 1d4 right now?
No, we'll save that for when it comes back, just like Aaron's cloak of flies.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, where is my familiar?
Little fellow over there.
Yeah.
Robin, please move away.
Show me to. I guess I haven't used my movement yet.
Yeah, you used some of your movement to get up there, but I don't think you used all of it.
You don't want to start your turn.
I face stepped, so I didn't use any of my movement.
Yeah, no, you didn't use any movement. That's right, it was a face step.
Because
Yeah,
you
I
don't want
used
to
my
start. You don't want to start your turn while I'm standing.
Yeah.
Alright, I will go back
Right
a
there.
couple feet.
Alright, the creature's going to try and take an opportunity attack against you.
That's okay.
So it's going to try and slam at you. Does a 9 hit?
Oh shit, hold on. I believe 9 is my DC.
Yeah,
Or
so
my
9 just barely hits you.
Yeah.
Oh no.
How much damage does it
Oh no.
do? Fuck.
Robin, please move your character, please move Robin back to where she was.
Oh no!
Ah!
You take 12 points of piercing damage and you are also grappled.
Oh wait. Oh, you mean like grappled? Okay, cool.
Yeah. So your movement speed is 0. It's just like split between you. It's just latching onto you as giant, massive vines.
Cool.
This now flaming, giant, massive vines, I might add.
Yay! I did this to myself. Rune is going to fight. They get a. He doesn't get advantage, right? Even though like we're all flanking.
You could get an advantage if you flew to any of the 3 squares back here.
Okay.
So like this is advantage with Rockchild, this is advantage with Robin, and this is advantage with Gareth.
Okay. So, do you want me to roll again, or just 4 hits of?
Yeah, no, 4's not gonna hit.
Yeah.
I feel bad for the little fella. He's pure luck of the dice, unfortunately.
He's trying.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that, we have Torren, I believe. Yeah.
Right. I wouldn't be able to shoot a guiding bolt, would I?
Technically, it's latched onto to these two, so I'd say that it's wrapped around them both, so you could probably try to hit. It is grappling these 2 people right here. It's grappling both of them.
Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna move 30 feet. And I'm going to attempt to guiding bolt. But I will be doing it at 2nd level. So it's gonna be 5d6 if I hit. That's a natural 18 on the dice plus spell attack, which is 7. I assume that hits.
Yep, yeah, it's gonna hit. Yeah, 25 hits the creature.
Yes. Screw you. And just to confirm, it is 5d6, so I'll just do that here. That's 14 points of radiant damage, and the next attack made against it has advantage.
Alright, yeah, alright, the creature's actually starting to look hurt. After Torren comes the Serpapard, Exana.
Alrighty. Full X on Ashita.
Yep.
Alrighty. Okay, Axana is going to... Okay, Axana is going to use Pounce. So, moves at least 20 feet straight.
Yep.
Toward a creature and then hits it with a claw attack on the same turn. That target must succeed a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. If the target is prone, the Serpapard can make one bite attack against its bonus action.
Yeah, so basically, it doesn't have a claw attack, so it's bite both times. It's just a weird way the translation works for this. So basically, yeah, if you want them to run at it and jump,
Yeah,
you can
so
have
they're
them.
gonna...
Yeah, roll to hit. Yeah, I'll let us move in this mess because like this creature's kind of all over everybody right now.
Yeah. Well, so it has to. The target must succeed a DC 4.
Well, no, it says if you hit the target. So if you move towards the target, if you move 20 feet in a straight line towards the target, and hit the target with an attack, then the target must succeed a saving throw or fall prone, and you can then do the bonus action attack.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, send Serpapard's attack. That's an 11, and 11 misses. Leaps and its snaky body almost goes sploosh into the water.
Okay. Well, they tried. Animals only get one attack, right?
Yeah, he only gets one attack, unfortunately. Alright. Bit's not happy with how things are going down, so she is going to she's gonna move take that off. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's gonna move up to the bridge here and she's gonna throw a dagger. I think that might just miss. No. It's a... Oh! That's a 14. It just hits. You watch as Bit throws a dagger, and so she's going to do... she does 4 piercing damage, reduced to 2 by the Kelpie. And she also does... additional, you see the Kelpie take an additional 12 points of poison damage. A total of 14 knocked off there. Next up will be which one of you is after? Gareth, you are currently grappled by the creature, which means your movement speed is 0.
I will go ahead and deactivate the Cloak of Flies.
All right. Also, because it's fun, you're grappled by a flaming creature. Please, let's see, what's the word for it on Alchemist Fire? Please take 1d4 fire damage.
I'm so sorry.
You take 3 points of fire damage.
Getting a little toasty over here.
Yep, as it is actively burning.
I think it's time for this thing to chill out. I'm going to use armor back at this.
Alright.
Alright, so... Actually, wait, hold on. Actually, I could just use that. It's water. What am I doing? Witch Bolt.
You're going to cast Witch Bolt at it. That is a ranged spell, correct?
Yes.
Alright. Please attack with disadvantage.
It's a good thing I get a +7 to attacks.
Yep. This is it. That is the one downside. Like, yeah, I'm grappled. I know. A bow and arrow.
It's a good fucking thing I get that +7 because I rolled a 10 as my lowest and an 18 as my highest.
Alright, yeah, so 17 total. That will hit.
Fucking point blank Witch Bolt. And let's see. First level, second level, third level. So 3d12?
Yep. using all the big slots now, aren't you? Does that work? It's coming up. 16. Oh, it's looking real rough, buddy. Alright, is that your turn? You are still grappled by it, so unfortunately you don't have any movement.
Yeah.
Cool. Kelpie's turn. Kelpie starts its turn by taking
D4.
4 fire. Alright, it took 4, but that is reduced to 2 by its resistance.
Even though I soaked it in alcohol?
Yeah, unfortunately, it resists fire. What it is doing is every turn it is constantly taking damage.
Okay.
The basically that's what this basically saying. Yeah, I know you resist this, but you know, die slowly.
Okay. Okay.
You know, it's like it literally has to disengage and flee beneath the surface of the water to put itself out.
Got it.
Otherwise, you know, which would of course allow you all to start stabbing it. Kelpie's turn. Kelpie is going to use its action. Let's see here. Who's been the most annoying? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. One. All right. Rockchild, wisdom saving throw. As the Kelpie performs drowning hypnosis.
Oh boy. Okay.
He's getting possessed by a third Tebang today, huh?
I know. I rolled to see who it would go after because, like, you've all been kind of equally annoying.
How does a 4 do?
Yeah. 4. Cool. For the next 10 minutes, you want to find the nearest source of water and immediately walk under it.
Glug, 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 glug.
You are compelled to keep yourself underwater at all costs.
Okay.
You are now suffering from drowning hypnosis.
Oh well, that sucks.
Yeah. Speaking of things that go after, Robin, it's your turn. At the start of your turn, you are currently grappled by the giant Kelpie. So you take 2 points of fire damage.
Alrighty.
It's like, Yep.
I'm just imagining like Rock's getting ready to use his turn, and then suddenly I just watch it walk into the water. I'm like, God damn it, men are so fucking useless.
Yeah. You suddenly start hearing, was it, do you believe? Do you believe you can walk on water?
So
I'd rather drown myself than be in this marriage.
Like, you're stuck now, man.
what a statement! I can't wait to bring this up to your divorce lawyers.
Oh no, we're gonna have to get court mandated couples therapy.
If I try to get out of the grapple, that's my action, right?
Yeah, that'd be your action to attempt a strength or dexterity, athletics or acrobatics check to get out of the grapple.
Yeah, one is a -2 and one is a -4, so
Yeah.
don't know how well I do. So I'm just gonna use poison spray.
Yeah, it's you're like an anorexic child.
I'm just lanky and I'm not a strong tree. I'm a twig.
The child needs more milk.
I'm a tree. I need more sunlight.
So let's make a con save, right?
Yep. So it's a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 14.
Well, I think that's best one. Come on, Kelpie. 23.
Jesus.
Damn it!
No, I'm sorry, 22.
Well,
That makes such a big difference. I know.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then I am going to use my bonus action then.
All right.
And I am now down to 1 teleport. But I'm going to teleport out of the grapple.
All right. Yeah, I'll say the line goes black as you blitz out of it.
Be back here and start using long range attacks.
Yep. All right. If you want, Rune can try and do something.
Yeah, Rune is going to try and bite it again. He wants to be as helpful as can be.
All right, that's a straight roll to bite. So just roll it, and we'll take the first number because I know the auto roll like that. 15 hit.
Yeah. That's my boy. One piercing.
Yep. He's so great. He's so fun. I don't dare take him out, but like, you know, he's just so little.
Yeah, he's still a little guy.
Yeah.
But he's going to move that movement of being
He's dancing
being around here. Yeah. And then Axana isn't after me, right? Axana is
No, Torren is after you, then Exana.
okay.
Speaking of which, Torren, it's your turn. The Kelpie is looking real weak.
Alright. I'm gonna move 10. I guess I have a shot here, so I'll just like back up. And I'm going to roll a. I'm going to try to hit with my crossbow. Has anyone hit it and got the advantage yet? They should have.
Yeah, people have hit it. Yeah. I believe that would have been Bit's turn, but she hit it with her first roll because she threw the knife into it. So.
11. That's 11 plus something. That's an 18 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Alright, so 1d8 plus 1, so that's 1, that's 5. And what do I get for sneak attack? 1d6. That is 11 points of piercing damage altogether.
Alright, so it's going to be halved to 5, which is enough to kill it. Congratulations. Rothschild is released from the hypnosis as the Kelpie is slain.
Nice.
Alright, stop drowning yourself, you bastard. You
Like-
ain't getting out of this marriage that easily.
I don't know. It does say a widower gets freed from it. So
I'm so collecting your life insurance money.
joke's on you. I don't have one. I'm a carny.
I took out your life insurance policy.
When? We've been together this whole fucking time.
I sent
Policy
word.
under one Paul Woodman.
Yeah. You know, Paul Woman, life insurance broker.
Oh no.
Paul Woodman also wrote up your last will and testament too.
Yeah.
That bastard. He's so good.
And the witness was in fact Torren.
Yeah. Congratulations. You guys have survived the Kelpie. We're out of initiative now, so what would you all like to do?
Find something else to fight.
I'm gonna turn this thing into a fucking salad is what we should do.
Yeah, sure thing, Kev. If you want to, we can call it there. It is 10:30 after all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, congratulations! You made it into the cavern, and you sent your messages off to people. Fun fact for Robin there, Torren taking an hour to cast Ceremony actually did help you a lot, because the Raven carrying the letter was a concentration spell, so I would have just started punching you with the Kelpie and making you roll to see if the Raven stayed alive.
You know what? Sometimes my jokes come in clutch.
So
Yeah.
the marriage ceremony did do something for the party. All right, it was not in vain for Gareth and Rothschild. Mechanically, it was important.
Great.
But with that, we'll see you guys next week, and thank you for watching.